join me.
Donnell, I have a question on our wrists. You were saying to kind of go down. I've been trying purposely to never move my wrist.
So not up here, you never move your wrist, right? But right here, you want to control the kettlebell and you want to kind of guide it back underneath you so it doesn't pull you down. So it's more like see how I'm kind of flipping the wrist a little bit like that?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I am totally in control of the kettlebell. Where you don't want to move your wrist ever is here because you have this load out here and you have your shoulders in a position that has no support from the back at all, right? There's no V muscle. So right here is like a solid, no, you can't do anything. You just have to kind of push that kettlebell forward. But even there's a little bit. Do you see that? There's a little action. And then when I come down here, I want to control the kettlebell so that the bottom of the kettlebell goes more behind me and not to the ground. Watch with the heavy part. So this would be like wrist straight. See where the kettlebell is? I mean, it would be back here between my knees, but I'm just giving you a visual. And what I'm doing is kind of moving my kettlebell, finishing it going back, back, back. So I am doing this a little bit because I want the bottom of the kettlebell to be in the right position. Does that make sense?
Thanks for clarifying. Yeah, that's how I used to always do it in CrossFit. And then I thought for some reason I need to just stay straight.
No, you do. Your elbows do. So CrossFitters do it like this. See my elbows? This is a CrossFit. I don't know why they do that, but this is more of a CrossFit where the arms are more like loosey-goosey, right?
Yeah.
I want this. See my lines?
Yes.
But there's like, so instead of like the CrossFit loose movements, there's rigidity, but motion control. You're controlling the kettlebell. I think loose limbs create loose joints. And when you have loose joints with a heavy load, you have a CrossFit injury, right? Or a kettlebell injury. So to me, it's muscle engagement. And then there's just this little subtleness because you're like totally in control of the kettlebell.
Okay.
But I'm glad you asked this question because I need to have this conversation more, for sure.
Yeah. I've just never done this since I started with you.
Yeah, and I don't even know if CrossFit just does it. I don't know. It's just what I see on YouTube videos. I don't go to CrossFit, so I wouldn't know how they teach it.
No, it was loose.
Loose, right? Loose. The elbows are loose. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know since I've never been to a class that taught kettlebells like that, I don't know the reason why. It's just what I've visualized, right? So I know what my reason is, and it comes into that quote that I just said, loose limbs create loose joints. And we need to be able to control the joints through the muscles. And if the muscles are loose, then the joints are doing the movements. If the muscles are engaged, then the muscles of the joint are doing the work they're supposed to do, right? But if there is no muscle engagement, loose limbs, then to me, it's more in the joints than in where I want the swing to be. To me, the work of the swing is not even in the arms or the shoulders. I'm working this, and I'm working your heart muscle, your cardiac muscle.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else have anything?
That was helpful. Thank you. That was really helpful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.